latest mock draft has the San Antonio Spurs making a head-scratching decision. What's this all about? What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Caught this article from Air Alamo this morning, and I thought I'd share it with you. Kevin O'Connor of The Ringer released his latest mock draft, giving the San Antonio Spurs the right to the top pick, so I assume number 1 overall, but making quite an interesting decision. Now, I have not looked at this report yet, so this is going to be a live reaction with you guys. I have no idea. Is it going to be Alexander Sarr, Rob Dillingham, Nikola Topic, Rasace, somebody else? I'm very curious, so that's why I wanted to do a live reaction with you. While I'm going over the article, drop a comment down below when we see who Kevin O'Connor has us drafting. Is this a player that you're like, yes, I would like to draft that player? Or you're like, what are you doing? That would never happen. Or if it does happen, no, Spurs, no. Hit the thumbs up, like, support the channel, and subscribe to become part of our awesome San Antonio Spurs community. Hopefully this is all lined up. I have no idea. I didn't want to scroll down past Brian Wright to have a spoiler, so here we go, Spurs fans. Who they got us drafting? Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. They have us drafting that green guy. No. What the Spurs line in? Kevin O'Connor give the Spurs a top spot? Okay. Reed Sheppard. I can't see that. This is a live reaction. Kevin O'Connor gives the Spurs a top spot. In Kevin O'Connor's first edition of Mock Madness, Connor gives the Spurs the rights to the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, and he has us taking Reed Sheppard from Kentucky, number 1 overall. All right. I don't know a lot about him. He's not a name I've heard going in the top 3. Are things changing? Victor Wembanyama is already emerging as one of the game's greatest players, and we're giving San Antonio number 1 pick for their first edition of Mock. Okay, so that's just a reiteration. Sheppard was just given the honor of SEC Freshman of the Year. Okay, that's good. Averaging 12.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 4.5 assists in his rookie season. He is also one of the most efficient scorers in the nation, shooting 54% from the floor and a stellar 52% from three-point range. 52%! The 20-year-old freshman will be one of the top prospects in the class, but there's no reason for him to land with San Antonio at first overall. The Spurs desperately, need a game-changing point guard to manage the game's pace, see the floor, and score on all 3 levels. While the Kentucky guard, and Kentucky has a great history of guards, can score in uncanny ways, he thrives more as an off-ball shooter and a guard with a scorer's mindset once the ball is in his hands. All right, well, I haven't seen him play, so play a couple highlights. Hopefully you can see him. Yep. All right, well, he can finish. And out the steal, playing some D. And a finish. Can we see him shoot? All right, I get that he can dunk. That's good. I'm glad he can finish at the rim. Can I see something else and play some D? All right, up the court, over the logo, and the alley-oop. Listen, these highlights are not going to tell me a whole lot. I haven't seen him play, so this is my introduction to Reed Sheppard. So far, of course, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's continue on with the article. Reed is an excellent player with a play style similar to Tyler Hero and Austin Reeves, but he's different from what the Spurs need to invest in if they land the top spot. This draft class is significantly underwhelming. Ouch, compared to recent memory. However, San Antonio would have plenty of eye-popping talent available over a guy like Sheppard. This year's class is immensely wing-heavy with tons of potential among guys like Zachary Rasace, Matas Buzelis. I've seen his name come up in comments here and there. Ron Holland, Cody Williams, who I've seen come up, and more. And it would be a real drop of the ball if the Spurs didn't attempt to get their hands on one of these top-tier talents. Who do you think from that list there, we'll add Reed Sheppard in, Spurs fans. If we have a top pick and all those guys are available, who is your pick? I don't follow college basketball enough. I'm being transparent to know who's best at all of these, or international basketball. When we get close to draft time, while doing a lot of scouting reports on guys the Spurs might be able to pick when we know where they're picking. Zachary Rasace is projected to possibly be the number 1 overall pick in a lot of recent mock drafts, so I would think that would be the guy we might go for. I don't know. Hey, there he is right there. Zachary Rasace maintains the number 1 spot on our board thanks to his remarkable productivity, efficiency, and consistency he's displayed all season. The 18-year-old averages a point every 2 minutes, shooting 46% from 3 while impacting the game in a myriad of lanes. You know what? I haven't really checked out Zachary Rasace. If this will play, let's do it.
The Kaukis can't nail it off the glass. He's
down a little bit.
way to the hoop.
Nice, nice. Okay, so he can finish at the rim. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I like that. I like guys that can drive in the paint and just look at this. Bump, 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 in. All right, I like it. All right, can I see the three-point shooting? Let me see a three. Let me see a three. Okay. All right, so he can ball too. Again, highlights are only going to give us a little sample, not going to fully paint the picture. Assuming the Spurs land Toronto's first-round pick at 7. Ooh, that's a big assumption. That would be a big assumption. I think the Raptors are not. I don't think we're going to pay that pick this year. Now, no way, shape, or form is Reed a lousy pick. He's very talented and has the potential to become one of the better scorers in the game. He has a strong and versatile range of ways to score the ball. He can put his head down and take it to the rim, catch and shoot from anywhere, and pull up in transition or off the dribble in a half-court setting. Shepherd is that guy, and while the Spurs would benefit from his services, number 1 would be a reach for San Antonio. Okay, that's fair. I think clearly we need to upgrade at forward. I like Julian Champagnie. I don't think he's a guy. Trey Jones, we're going to need an upgrade at point guard. And I do agree the time is now for Brian Wright. In regard to that Toronto pick, if it conveys this year, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. And that's pretty much what we got here. I don't have a thumbnail to put up. They do talk about the Trae Young situation. That could also change everything, Spurs fans. A lot of you, a ton of you, are saying you would like Trae Young, and I totally get it. And while I don't necessarily agree about giving up a lot of draft capital for Trae Young, you guys are in. I talk about this all the time. We're going to agree to disagree on a lot of things here. We'll put Brian right in the middle-ish. Okay, good. If they get Trae Young, then obviously we're set at point guard, and then I think we're drafting a wing. So if they were to get a top 3 pick and someone like a Versace is available, then maybe they take him. That would obviously have the French connection with Wemby. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Spurs this offseason because we just don't know what Brian Wright and Pop's plan is. Trae Young seems like he wants the player. We talk about a lot. It's a broken record, but it seems more than likely there's a very good chance Trae Young comes here. And if he does, just don't give up everything, but give up what you need to, I guess. Just don't overdo it. It's going to be an interesting, crazy offseason. And if we get a top 3 pick again, which right now we're set to do, or the number 1 pick overall, I'm just thinking of a starting lineup of one of those wings, plus Young, plus Wemby, plus Vassell, plus Sohan. Is that a playoff team right away? Probably. Is it a championship team? Time will tell. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and as always, go Spurs go. Oops. Hey, I'm back. Oops. I meant to hit stop. Well, goodbye again.